You know, you could get some pizza. I feel like if you eat, you'll be more like relaxed.
I am relaxed.
Cálmate. Anyway, okay. People.
Pizza's gonna get hella cold.
You want some? Help me out. Actually,
I bought a whole pizza for her. She's not gonna finish
Let
it.
me see.
Anthony was gonna order you some.
No. I tried to order half pepperoni, half pineapple because I know that's what you like. But they were telling me that they can't do that because it's buffalo sauce and all this. I'm just like, I've ordered it before.
Papa John's.
That's why you go to a little Pizza Hut. Hey, Africa. So everybody's been asking, how did we meet? You know, how did we get together? Should I tell them or you want to tell them?
You're gonna say it's with some spicy ass shit.
No, I'm not.
I slid in his DMs. Okay, so I slid in his DMs on June. No, when did you go to Miami?
You remember the day?
Well, I know the day that I met you, which was June 20th.
June 21st.
June 21st, 2018.
Last year.
And I hit him up to train me like many of you do. Because I was not happy with my body. I was very underweight and I was just like in a very like negative and unhealthy place in my life. And I messaged him, and at the time he had like maybe like 200,000 followers.
Something like that.
And I was like, damn, he might.
Victor was there with me.
I know. His brother is Victor. He's right here eating a buffalo pizza. Although he said he's on his diet.
It starts tomorrow though, huh?
Yeah.
Diet
It
starts tomorrow.
Yeah, you should come out with a hat that says diet starts tomorrow.
I think they already have those. Yeah.
I've never seen that.
I'm pretty sure because it's been out so long. My diet starts tomorrow. That's something people have said like for years.
That's something Anthony said since I met him.
Okay, look. So
I slid in his DMs.
yeah. So you slid in
to
my
train me
DMs.
and get rates. I was like, hey, so do you personal train?
So that's how we met. We met like I think it was the week after that. I met you in person.
It was pretty quick. I was like, oh damn, he replied like that same day, a few hours later.
Well, I was actually kind of bored in Miami because I went alone.
Who gets bored in Miami?
No, like it felt like I was home. Like I can't just have fun by myself. Like I need someone with me. And Victor was
Victor
like
was
in
it?
school. No, Victor was he was doing some class. So like during the day, we only met up at night.
Victor's my mood right now. He's so calm. He's just chilling, eating his pizza so slow.
So we
I wish
just
we could see him.
so me and Victor would only meet up at night when his class was over, and we would just go to like IHOP. But during the day, I'm just like, dude, what do I do? Anyway.
Excuse my swatches, you guys. I just did a PR package. Like, what do you call it?
Anyway, so we meet up and like I told her everything that was gonna happen for this transformation to happen. So that's how we first met. And then I think the second session was
No, hold up. Let's talk about that real quick. So when I met him, I was like, yeah, so I really want to gain weight. And I told him a little bit about my background because he started asking me all these questions. He started playing 21 questions on me, you know. And I was like, yeah, like, you know, I naturally can gain weight. It's not that I'm like naturally skinny. I've been thicker before, but right now it's so hard for me to gain weight. Not thicker, but I was like 10 pounds heavier than what I was, but I couldn't even put like 1 pound up or 2 pounds up, and I'm like, damn, I need help. I think I need to go to the gym. And I was always so afraid of going to the gym because I'm so skinny that I thought, like many of you I'm sure, thought that going to the gym was gonna make me skinnier. And people started telling me, you want to get thick, you got to go to the gym. And I was like, what? Okay, I definitely don't know what to do at the gym because I would go and wouldn't know how to do shit. So I was like, I need to get a trainer, hit him up. 1 week after, we're in person. I met him in person and he starts asking me these questions. And I'm like, yo, I'm so motivated. I really want to do this. Like,
and that's the reason.
When I said,
that's why I said, I'm like, all right, let's do this. Because I saw how motivated she was. You know, so I was just so confident in myself and in you that we were gonna make it.
And I had even put money on the side because I'm like, he's probably gonna charge a fucking lot because I saw his transformations. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put like $400 a month on the side, and I had that money. And I told him, I'm like, yeah, so I already have the money on the side for you. And he's like, I'm not gonna charge you. And I was like, so like, what price do I need to pay?
It wasn't for that.
Just kidding. But no, I didn't think that. I was like, I felt so grateful at that moment because I was going through some shit in life, you know, like we all do, and all my money was going to a lawyer, and so I was like, damn, I have this specific money to invest in myself. And when he told me I'm not gonna charge you, I was like, and this is where his exact words.
I forgot.
Exact words.
Yeah.
He was like, not that I'm some big shit or anything, but that little money's not gonna do.
No,
He
she's
said that.
tripping.
He said that little. He's like, that
No.
little money's not gonna. Or what did you say? Remember that?
I've
You said
never.
something
First
like
of all,
that.
I've never even said big shit. Like,
No.
that never comes out
That
of my
was
mouth.
in his exact words. That was. But he had said something.
Oh,
like,
I think I said something like no offense, but
yeah, you said no
your money's
offense,
not gonna do anything to
but
me.
your money's not gonna do anything to me.
But what I
Yeah.
meant was because I was gonna use you as like a project.
Yeah, he told me, he's like, all I need from you is to let me record you, to transform you, and in 3 months you have to be fucking dedicated. And he also told me, if you're ever late even one day, if you ever cancel even one day, if you ever do anything, that's it. I'm not giving second chances. I'm not letting you slide on anything. It is what it is, and I'm not here to play. If you're gonna ride along this journey with me, let's ride it together. I know.
Yeah, but look,
at that
you're
time.
getting off topic, babe.
No, I'm
it's like,
saying-
how did we get together?
Okay.
She's like talking about her progress. So the second time we trained, that was when we actually first hung out. Cause I told her, I'm like, cause I kind of like always take my clients out to breakfast if they have time. And
Not
with
no
her,
more.
so I'm like, hey, you wanna go eat breakfast? And she was like, oh yeah, I'm down. Like straight up, didn't even hesitate.
Okay, sorry, because Victor's here.
So we go eat breakfast, and then after that we just started hanging out. Like,
Oh, and I paid for the bill the first time.
yeah, you
But he
did.
didn't find
But
out
I didn't
till
know.
later.
I didn't know. Yeah,
I was
thought
all like, cause
she had worked. She knew a guy that worked there.
and
at
I was
some
like,
old job.
hey, here. But I did that not because I was trying to hit on him or nothing, but because I'm like, damn, he's gonna train me for free. Like, yo, breakfast on us.
Because I wouldn't have let her pay if she told me like, hey, I paid for you. I'd be like, hell no.
Yeah, he didn't need to know that. I
She
just told him
told
like,
me-
oh, it's on the house. Like,
Yeah.
okay. And he really believed it. Like,
She
who's
told me
gonna
that
pay for
her.
somebody's
Yeah,
whole
but I thought
entire
the guy hooked
breakfast
you up.
on a whole meal with another guy.
I'm like, damn, that's a nice guy. But anyway, after that we just started hanging out like every
day.
time we train, like, and we train 5 times a week.
And just FYI, it was never like we hung out.
Yeah. So like
It was
legit,
never
like
like
we were
that.
just hanging out, like
We were just
friends.
hanging out. Like, yeah, like what's really cool is that obviously we're in a relationship right now, and a little more details to come. Keep watching, and then you know what I mean by that. But literally, what like, cause people would message me all the time, like, oh, like, are you with him? Like, are you guys a thing? And I'd be like, no,
Nope.
nah.
No, so like
Just-
it was crazy though, because like after a couple months I did kind of like start liking her.
after a couple months, after a couple weeks, son.
You're like after a couple hours.
After a couple hours.
No, so
no,
like
he really did fall for me pretty quick. I remember the first time he told me, he's like, well, I like you.
no,
And I'm
so like okay, first of all, let me
Am I getting
let me
it?
tell him. So the first time we hung out, like I was just in like I just thought to myself, I'm like, damn, like this chick's dope. Like I like your personality, you know, like cause I met a lot of pretty girls, but like it was your personality where I'm just like, oh damn, like I actually want to hang out with her again, you know. And I didn't mind hanging out with her all day. Like usually I get tired or bored, so I'll be like, oh, I just
yeah,
wanna
he
go
told me
home.
that. He told me
With
that.
her, I legit wanted to like hang out with her all day.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
was
when
like,
I knew
alright,
like
you know,
okay.
like I've been with you for like 7 hours. I'm gonna go home. He's like, but why? And I was like, because I have a life, like outside of going to the gym and like hanging out with you. I actually have a life. Like I'm actually somebody, you know.
Yeah, I was shocked.
And he was like, but
No, and for the longest time, like, cause I kept telling her, you're gonna be mine one day.
yeah, and I was like, yeah,
You're gonna
no,
be
because
mine.
I was in a mindset where, you know, like I did not want to be in a relationship. I had just gotten out of a relationship, and he knows that, cause it had been days since I had not been in, like, kept contact with my ex, and he saw that, like, he saw that transition of, I'm so done with men. I don't want, and I told him, like, even the first day and even after days, repeatedly hearing it so much, like, I would never date nobody right now in my life. I need to work on myself. I don't care about men. I'm not looking at men. I'm not dating men. I'm not having fun with men. I'm not doing none of that. I just don't want nothing to do with boys. Right now, I want to focus on myself. I was like in the midst of finishing my bachelor's degree, which I did. So I was taking 18 units in university in Cal State Long Beach. And I was going to the gym 5 days a week. And I was working on my body goals. And I was like figuring things out in life. And the last thing I was going to do was put myself in a situation.
Yeah, so, no, but, so like, I was just persistent. Like,
You were so persistent.
I kept telling her, you're gonna be mine. And like, I don't know, like, as time went on, we just kept hanging out. And like, fast forward. Okay, we met in June, and then fast forward to December 21st, because it was exactly 6 months from when I first met her. And I took her to the same spot that we hung out at. But it's funny because
At the first spot
we ever,
like the first spot we ever like hung out at.
So I didn't want to make it obvious, because I didn't want to be like, hey, I want to go to this spot so bad, like, and I didn't want her to be like, no, I'm craving this, and I didn't want to be like, no, we gotta go here. So like, I planned it like days before. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna mention this spot. But by this time, we had wait. I'm like, I'm gonna mention this spot just so like in 4 days she can't say no to me, because I've been craving that spot. So I'm like, hey, I feel like going here, and she was like, no, I feel like eating this. So I'm like, okay, let's go there. But then on December 21st, I'm like, hell no, like we're going here.
And then he was like, he mentioned it. He's like,
should I tell him how I asked you out?
Yeah. He's like, hey, let's go to Tanner's, and I'm like, I really don't want to go there. And he didn't persist. He's like, babe, I really want to go there. And I was like, damn, you know.
I've been craving it for 4 days.
I'm like, we've been going to wherever the fuck I want. I'm such a fucking brat. I'm like, I need to let him like get away with it.
So we get there, and I had wrote a poem. Do you remember what the poem said?
I have it. It's upstairs somewhere, in like my notes and stuff.
Shit, I wish I remember what the poem said. Anyway, I wrote her a poem. I did write it, but I wrote you like 3 poems.
You did.
Before.
You left flowers.
One of them was
outside of my house.
That one was like roses are red, violets are blue. I've never wrote a poem, but I wrote one for you. That was the first poem I ever wrote. Yeah. And so when we go to that place is called Tanner's. I go to the restroom, right? And I take the note with me and I give it to one of the waitresses. And I'm like, hey, can you take this to the girl out there on a tray? So the girl delivers the note to Afrika while I'm in the restroom. And like literally it was things
when
like...
When the girl came out with like the note, I was like, damn, like that guy's disrespectful as fuck. Because it was like a guy sitting in the corner. I'm like, he obviously sees me here with a man and he's really about to send me his number in a fucking note. Like, what the hell? Like, and I kind of grabbed it and I was like, okay, you know, and I opened it because I was like, shit, what if there's money in there? Not just kidding. Just kidding. So I opened it and I was all like, and then I knew it was Anthony right away because it started with a poem. And I was like, okay, Anthony, what are you trying to do? And it didn't say nothing about like, will you be my girlfriend?
Yeah.
It was just a poem.
So
and then I turned around and I see him. Oh, you said something about the most beautiful girl in the world, and I'm bringing you to the place where the most.
Oh, now I remember. Yeah, it was like, hey, do you remember this? This is the first place we ever ate at, or something like that. And then I sit down and I'm like, and I was kind of nervous because I have never really asked a girl out in my life.
Yeah, he never has. They asked him out.
So I tell her, I'm like, hey, Afrika, ciao. Do you want to be my girlfriend?
And I was all like, I didn't know if he was serious. Like, but I know he was serious, but like, I did not expect it at all. Like, at all. Like, that was like out of surprise. Like, you know, out of nowhere. And I was like, are you serious right now? Like, you're asking me out? And he was like, yeah, like so nervous, like.
See, the thing though is that before that we were kind of like already together.
Kind of dating.
And she said that she didn't care. She didn't care for a title because we knew what we had. That's what she was saying. But then there was a point where we kind of like got mad,
this is the thing.
And you were like, oh, you're not my boyfriend. You haven't asked me out. Have you asked me out? So then I'm thinking like, okay, she does want me to ask her out.
Well, the thing is,
and then that's why I asked her out.
He became first it moved really quick, and people are like, "You guys, that's way too quick," and everything.
Yeah, because like a month before that, everyone was asking. You're like, "No, we're not together."
Yeah, but the thing was that like when you're in a mindset where you're like, "I'm not gonna open my heart to nobody. I'm not looking for a relationship." I think that like you stay adamant and you really like pull forward with that. But when you meet somebody that's so good to you, like this man, since the first day I met him to today, he will open the door for me. And he pushes me every day, and he's like the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. So stop, you're getting me nervous. And so he became my trainer, and then there was that relationship of like a trainer, and you know, like he became my mentor. He became my friend. And after that, hanging out so much every day, like every fucking day.
She couldn't get enough of me.
You couldn't get enough of this either. So then after that, he became my best fucking friend. And that was my best friend, my ride or fucking die. And then after that, we started kind of traveling together.
Yeah, I mean, we went to Denver first. That was when we were just clients. I mean, client trainer. But you went because I kind of needed like...
I became his assistant.
Yeah.
I became his assistant with filming different things, booking things, just different things.
And then we went to...
And then I went to New York.
New York? Did we go anywhere after that? We only went to 2 places?
Yeah.
Utah, but we didn't fly there.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like we've been to...
Yeah. I think we should end the video now. Bye, guys.
Is this too much for that?
Oh, I'm not gonna post this part. Or should I?